Hello there, everyone! Xantok here with Selexter Gaming, and welcome back to more Danganronpa Trigger Happy Havoc. Well, we learned there was a spy, and then we learned the spy is dead, so that storyline kind of wrapped itself up all nice and tidy. Byakuya would approve. What do you say, Curb?
I don't know if I like anything that Byakuya approves of.
I mean, that's fair, but do you like things that he doesn't approve of?
Most likely? I don't know, but then something he disapproves of is Toko.
Damn it, you didn't fall into the trap.
What? What was the trap?
If you had said yes, I was just like, oh, so you approve of Crazy Toko and her obsession.
Well,
and I would have had you.
I approve of Genocide Jack.
And their obsession?
I don't know.
Alright. Well, that's weird that you approve of that, but alright. Hey, look at... Oh, right, we did that. I was like, why is the window broke? It's like, oh yeah, that was me.
You are a vandal, Makoto.
Shit.
Makoto, the ultimate vandal.
Oops. Also, I've been saying it before, but I'm just gonna go for it right now. Her title is the ultimate detective. She's the one people don't know. She's been too much of a detective this whole damn game. Come on now. She knows too many detective things. If she's not, I don't know what the fuck she is. The ultimate nerd?
He's the ultimate... nerd? Oh my god, I just caught that.
Nice. Also,
Ultimate...
this kind of looks like a chocolate bar. Look at the seat.
Oh my god. I'm so sorry. Someone's at my door. Give me a second, I think.
Wow. Well,
I know. I actually said it instead of typing it. I'm so sorry. I'll be right back. Do you want to go? Oh, I'll be right back. Ah!
Just do what you do. I'll entertain myself in the meantime. Alright, so I'm just going to click on things that don't matter. Because, let's see here. This door is the only way in or out of the rec room. The door doesn't have a lock, and there's no evidence of the mountings have been tampered with. The only notable change to the door is a smashed window. Which happened, of course, when I broke it to get inside. There's no evidence that any kind of string or mechanism was used in the door. In other words, I don't see anything suspicious about the door itself. That reminds me, so in the last episode, Kyoko was going over the different types of locked room scenarios. One where the killer has rigged it so that it became a locked room. One where it was a locked room altogether and they had like a secret passageway to get out. One where they just hid in there the whole time, and I honestly don't remember what the fourth option was.
Ooh, oh, for the rooms.
Yeah, I don't remember what her fourth scenario was.
I didn't hear all of them since they stepped away. So first one is the crime happens, and the killer then leaves the room and creates the locked room.
Right, they fabricate the locked room.
Yes. Or they create it. Second one is that the locked room happens and then they're able to kill from the outside.
Ah, that's what it was.
Yes.
I was also remembering secret exit, and then they hide in the room.
Yes, that's correct.
I would like to propose a fifth scenario.
Ooh.
But I'm going to get into that when I get into my predictions, which I'm going to get into right now.
Because I'm back. Yay. Sorry about that.
Yes, you are. So, as always, I want to make my little predictions on what I think could be happening in this case. I have 3 top suspects, and they are not the same as Hina's top 3 suspects.
Oh my.
So Hina says, oh, it has to be Byakuya, Hiro, or Toko because they weren't here. And she got me and Kyoko to come see Sakura, and clearly it's not going to be Hina. And I highly doubt it's Kyoko. So if I highly doubt that so if I know it's not Hina and I doubt it's Kyoko, why do I not think it's just the same for people that Hina thinks? I'll get into that. First of all, there's Byakuya. The Dick Supreme.
Is that a Taco Bell item?
It might be someday. The Chalupa El Dico. God.
I was going off of like they have their things on the menu actually called Supremes.
Yeah, I just get the crunchy tacos and then I GTFO. So with Byakuya, he has made it very clear that he wanted Sakura dead, or at the very least away from everyone else. He actually displayed more or less fear towards Sakura. He did not want to be anywhere near her because she was/is the spy. And, you know, naturally doesn't trust that. I think that's fair. But I could see him being like, you know what? Nah. It's time for me to take things into my own hands. I'm going to stop her before she can stop any of us.
Okay.
But at the same time, is Byakuya the type to get his own hands dirty? Enter Toko. And when I say Toko, I do mean Toko, and not Genocide Jack. Toko has this obsession with Byakuya. She feels entirely devoted to him in pretty much her entire being.
Mm-hmm.
If Byakuya told her to kill Sakura, I have no doubt that Toko would just be like, okay, and just fucking do it. She's that much of a sycophant for him now that she would be like, yeah, if it means you'll give me a date, absolutely, I'll kill her. Yes, just please pay attention to me. So that's why the two of them are at the top of my suspect list. But who's my third? My third suspect is Sakura.
Okay.
The investigation has.
Are you
man,
okay?
This game.
Oh no, that looks bad. That looks really bad. Oh no.
So
they squished her.
They did. So here's my thoughts on Sakura. Sakura has been acting like, no, I'm not going to do anything. I'm not going to go into violence. She's been acting very, very strange ever since Monokuma revealed that she was the spy. It's been extremely apologetic to everyone and everything. She said that she was going to fight the mastermind, but I'm not so sure if she was ever actually. It was probably something she was thinking about, but she also probably thought, I'm going to be dead very soon. And there's also the whole, whole thing with honor that tends to go on. Previously, when we were investigating, we found poisons. And here we have Sakura sitting down, almost peacefully. When we came in the room, she had a smile on her face. Did Sakura drink poison and kill herself? One thing that does kind of make me question that, though, is this little rag. This rag kind of looks like it could have had chloroform on it and used to knock her out, and then somebody killed her after she was in the chair. Gotcha. If that's the case, then she probably didn't drink poison, but those are my top 3 scenarios at the moment. The only thing I will say with absolute for certainty is Hina is innocent. Ain't no fucking way. Now, if it was Byakuya or Toko that were dead, I'd be wondering. But Sakura, no. Nuh-uh. There's no fucking way. Well, with that, let's actually get into the investigation and find out what all this shit is. Hey, little rag, do you have chloroform? This looks like some kind of wrapper. Okay, it's not a rag.
Huh?
Oh, that's...
Do you recognize it, Hina?
Well...
Yeah, I mean, I gave it to her. That's the candy wrapper. Sakura got super upset when she found out Genocide Jack had attacked me, right? So after we left the nurse's office, I gave it to her. I thought it might help her calm down a little.
So, you gave that candy to Sakura?
I found a big box of it in the warehouse, and I really like them. Actually, as soon as we could get into the warehouse, I took the entire box back to my room. I made sure nobody else could get their hands on them.
You really like them that much?
'Cause, I mean...
But I wanted Sakura to get a chance to try one for herself. That's why I gave it to her. But now, they've all lost their flavor.
Hina. Polka dot candy wrapper. Alright. Well, that's making me wonder if the candy got poisoned in it. And if that's the case, Hina's top suspect, but I still don't believe that. There are shards of glass scattered all around the chair Sakura was sitting on. The glass is all red. And these are the top and bottom sections of a bottle, right? So this must have originally been a bottle. Gee, your powers of deduction. Wow. Hey look, that's a broken bottle. I bet this used to be a bottle. Jesus. Oh.
Oh my
Something
god.
else on the ground near the glass. It's a figure and it fits in the palm of my hand. It's a Monokuma figure. Okay. That's a thing. Hey, look, I bet it was one of these bottles. There are 4 red bottles lined up on the shelf. And inside each bottle, there's some kind of Monokuma figure. Oh, gee. What I'm wondering is, how'd they get those figures inside the bottles?
So...
It's no different from your standard ship in a bottle.
Huh?
You know, where the bottle's opening is smaller than the boat placed inside. You've never seen that?
Oh, right. Yeah, maybe I have.
In other words,
So this is the Monokuma version of that. A Monokuma bottle, if you will.
Monokuma reports, Monokuma figures, Monokuma bottles. Jesus. Monokuma theater. I feel like I'm finally starting to make sense of things, little by little. Well, clearly she was hitting the head with the bottle. The Monokuma bottle is sitting on the shelf. The Monokuma figure we found on the ground. The red shards of glass, which probably started out of the bottle, which would mean Sakura must have been hit in the head with the Monokuma bottle, right? Oh my god. The shards of glass in the Monokuma figure are evidence of that. So I think it's safe to say that the Monokuma bottle was the weapon. Curb, please tell me that the protagonists in later Danganronpa games have more brains than Makoto, because fuck.
Oh dear.
Shit, also there's blood over here. The blood stain in front of the magazine shelf. Must have come from Sakura, right? But that doesn't make sense. Why is it so far away from where she died? You're assuming she died in the chair. I would not assume that.
Interesting.
I can't even click on the pillow this time.
Oh.
Alright, the body. I was like, what else can I click on before I talk to people? Like, oh, right. Sakura drew her last breath sitting slumped forward in this chair. We're assuming here. There's obvious evidence of the blow to the head that Sakura suffered. Normally, I wouldn't have any problem believing that that's what killed her. But according to the Monokuma file, she had also vomited blood, which would be a sign of poisoning. And I can see a trace of blood on her lips for sure. So, what would have caused her to vomit blood? The Monokuma file specifically said she hadn't suffered any other injuries. Maybe her getting hit on the head somehow caused her to start vomiting blood?
Not a chance.
Byakuya, please scold Makoto.
That's fine.
However, your eyes have landed on a most interesting location.
Is it you? Are you the interesting location?
Oh my god.
Well, I mean, he probably would say yes. Interesting.
Naturally.
Just most interesting. Don't you agree?
No, I don't think I'd call it interesting. But it does make me wonder. The reason Sakura vomited blood absolutely has to be connected to why she died. You right? Finally.
What?
What do you want? You're bothering me. Go away.
He's not even trying to hide how much he despises me. Fuck you too. I better go before he crushes my soul completely. Man, you remember when we got closer to Byakuya? I remember that day.
We already know who did it.
I won't forgive you.
Byakuya, Toko, or Hiro. It has to be one of them.
Okay, saying you already know who did it means you know one person that did it, not you know it's one of 3. Calm down.
Oh boy. They couldn't stand the sight of her. You agree with me, don't you, Makoto?
Well, I don't want to say anything for sure without finding out more first.
Let me help you find out more. You see, Sakura asked all 3 of them to meet with her. You know where? Right here in the rec room.
I'm sorry, what? You're just now saying this? The fuck? Give me more.
After I went to the nurse's office this morning, Sakura and I both left together, right? Well, eventually, she went off on her own. But when I saw her again, she told me, She said she'd left a note for each of them. She asked them to meet her in the rec room by noon.
By noon? But Monokuma file said she died right around then.
I'm telling you the truth. I heard it right from Sakura herself. And I tried to stop her. But she wouldn't listen. She said not to worry. That she just wanted to talk to them. And this is what happened. If I'd stopped her, by force even, this never would have happened.
I'm sorry, you think you can stop Sakura by force? Hina, come on now. It's impossible not to have regrets, I know. But the fact that she had asked those three to meet with her, and she has to come to the rec room at noon, well, by noon, the same time and place she ended up dying? Yeah, might be good to confirm when I just heard with the three of them directly. Yeah, a little bit. A little bit.
Mm-hmm.
You.
However,
But for Sakura to have been killed.
Yeah. She's not the type who would go down without a fight.
it's true.
And she certainly didn't, I would say. She was the ultimate martial artist. Strong in body, mind, and spirit. So how was the killer able to get the upper hand on her? I wonder, did someone get the upper hand?
It must have taken her by surprise, right?
Certainly.
Certainly. They would have needed to if they expected to stand any chance against her.
Poison. Don't gotta be stronger. Well, that's all that's in here. No, wait, no. I need to talk to Byakuya again.
What?
What do you want? You're bothering me.
There's something I'd like to talk to you about.
Make it quick.
Is it true that Sakura asked you to meet her in the rec room earlier?
So you found out. Interesting.
Then it's true.
I did receive a note to that effect, yes. But what fool would do what it said and risk being killed by that monster?
So, you didn't go see her?
Of course not. I ripped the note to shreds and threw it away. I haven't seen Sakura today at all.
Byakuya says he didn't go see her. Is that the truth? Well, until I can prove otherwise, I have no choice but to accept it as fact.
Come on.
If you're all finished, please remove me. Remove yourself from my sight. Remove me.
I'll remove you. How about this? How about I remove your eyeballs and then you have no more sight?
Oh, wow.
Bitch.
I was about to say Hina could probably tackle him out of the room, but...
I mean, I'm sure Hina would do worse if we let her.
Mm-hmm.
Okay then, Mr. Asshole. Thanks. I think it's pretty clear she didn't kill herself by this point.
Mm-hmm.
But it was still a fun theory. Oh, damn it. I wanted to escape the room. No! I don't want to... I already read all that.
No.
Let me leave! What?
Wait. Okay, you did...
Oh, the magazines. I haven't looked at that yet. That same shelf full of magazines. There's all different kinds of magazines here. I guess the locker. That looks really weird. The locker's open, and then on the inside of it, it's a handprint. Several of them, really.
Why?
What's a handprint doing here?
Looks like someone touched the inside of the locker. It left a handprint in all the dust.
It's true.
And it looks quite fresh, too. I'd say someone was hiding here in the locker, and they left behind a little something extra.
Looks like we know what kind of locked room we had. So then, maybe the killer hid in here until the locked room was opened? Don't you think? And during all the confusion, they popped out and joined the rest of the group.
Wrong.
Unfortunately, that's not a possibility.
Okay. Why not?
Hey,
Think back. Before we opened the door, we looked inside the room, right?
Yeah. Oh, right. I totally would have remembered the locker already being open at that point. Sure. Except I don't see handprints. But it's still weird.
So there's no way someone could have hidden in there until after we opened the door.
Yeah. So then, what does this handprint mean? Somebody hid in there waiting for her to get in? I don't know. I'm leaving now.
Oh my.
God damn it!
Uh-oh.
Oh, it wants me to examine the chair and the glass that I broke. Okay.
Is it just glass?
Well, no, that has a little thingy. There's some kind of plastic container rolling around near the entrance of the room.
So...
It looks like a protein drink. And it's empty.
Sakura must have drank it. Everyone knows how much she loved their protein. And she mentioned more than once how protein was good for all sorts of ailments.
wrong.
I wouldn't take that to heart if I were you.
I know. But still, this protein can. It's got a label on it that says Kim A2. That reminds me. Sakura mentioned how the Kim had all kinds of health stuff, including like the super protein. So she must have gotten this from the Kim lab.
Just a second.
But that's strange.
What is?
Hey,
You see what's scattered around the can?
Glass. Shards of light blue glass. They must be parts of the window I broke to get inside. It's on top of the glass. That's weird.
correct.
But they aren't just scattered around the can. They're also underneath it.
Why does that matter? Oh, come on, Makoto.
So...
I can't say for sure yet, but you're probably going to want to take note of it. I feel like it'll become an important clue later on.
An important clue? Well, I'm not sure I see how.
But I'll put it in my truth bullets anyway.
Yep, now I can leave the room. Nope, I won't.
What?
Okay, I guess I'll look at the chair too. The chair was shoved up against the doorknob, so we couldn't get the door open. There's no evidence that any kind of string or mechanism was used on the chair. In other words, there's no reason to think the chair had anything special done to it. Well, having examined both the door and the chair, there's no doubt the reason the door didn't open was because the chair was shoved up against it. This kept the doorknob from turning and the door from opening. And there was no evidence of the door or chair being tampered with or anything like that. So the killer must have created the locked door from the inside and not the outside. I thought that was obvious, but alright.
Listen,
Well, Makoto, have you finished with your general investigation?
God, I hope so. I want to get out of this room.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think so. For the most part, at least.
so then...
Then you should probably go talk with people now. I'm on guard duty, so I can't leave.
Listen to me.
Which is why I've decided you'll go in my place.
I was gonna go anyways. It's... okay. She's decided? She's got a lot more pushy since we had our, issue. But she's right. I do have to go talk to the others. Sakura wanted to meet with 2 other people. I need to hear what they have to say. Toko, where the fuck are you?
Oh,
Oh
no,
my
it's
god.
me again!
I keep going to the door because I want to get out. Ah!
Oh my gosh.
I hate the doors are evidence now. Those other 2 probably went back to their rooms. Oh, thank
Oh,
you.
yay, teleport!
Thank God. The question is, are they in the rooms or are they in the hallway? Well. Okay, they're in their rooms. Probably. I don't know where everyone's doors are, so I have to check all of them. Doorbell! And after a few seconds... This is familiar.
Who's there?
The most negative aura I've ever felt. An aura of total decay.
Well, what do you want?
So you're back to normal. Genocide Jack isn't around anymore.
Don't even say her name. It makes me sick to my stomach. I was in such a good mood, too.
She didn't look like she was in a good mood.
Hey, I was hoping to talk to you about something. Is now a bad time?
Obviously, Toko slithered out into the hall.
What do you want?
What do you want? You said you wanted to talk to me about something?
I wanted to talk about the fact that Sakura had asked to meet with you. Oh yeah, I know.
Well,
I don't know what you're talking about.
Byakuya already told me she'd asked to meet with him.
What? She wanted to meet with Master too? Ah! I just said two, didn't I?
You did?
I guess now it's totally obvious, huh?
A little bit. Yeah, pretty much. So, can you tell me about it?
I admit it. I did get the note. But I didn't go see her. I was just scared, so I couldn't bring myself to go.
Toko claims she didn't go see her. But, can I really believe her? Well, until I can prove otherwise, I have no choice but to accept it as fact.
Is that good enough? Then I'm going back to my room. I'm already gone. Bye.
With that, Toko quickly retreated into her room, without so much as a kindly goodbye. All these dead people rooms. Except for that one. That's not dead yet.
I'm not dead yet.
Doorbell. And after a few seconds...
You know?
What's up, Mikado? Did you need something? Well... Actually, I just want to check with you about something. It's about how Sakura wanted to meet with you.
What?
How'd you know about that?
Could it be...
Did you maybe gaze into my soul? Have your special abilities awakened in you? Well, but... I'm not the only one she wanted to meet with. Ogre told me herself that she has Byakuya and Toko to come too. What? When did Sakura tell you that?
What?
Well, when she asked me to meet with her, of course. But didn't she write you a note? Yeah, a note. She,
How about that?
She gave it to me in person, and she happened to mention the others, like, in passing. I gotta be honest, this is super suspicious. Just fucking tell the truth, dude. So then you went and met with Sakura.
You got it all wrong.
No way! I totally didn't. Why would I ever do that? Uh-huh. Yeah. Definitely suspicious, you lying sack of shit. The last time I saw Ogre was when Hina got hurt, and I took her to the nurse's office.
Don't look at me!
I haven't seen her since then. While I'm here, could you show me the note that she gave you? Oh, do I still have it? Let's see. Hiro was feeling around in his pockets, apparently I didn't narrate
come
this.
on.
Sorry. Looks like I don't have it anymore. With a big goofy smile on his suspicious face, he pulled his hands back out of his pockets.
He pulled his suspicious hands out of his suspicious pockets.
Mm-hmm. With a suspicious look on his suspicious face. But when he did, I saw something flutter to the ground. Something had fallen out of Hiro's pocket. Oh, shit. Candy wrapper.
Huh?
Ugh.
What?
Quick as the wind, Hiro snatched it back up again and shoved it back into his pocket.
Hey, come on.
Sorry, just a bit of trash I forgot to take out. Trash?
What?
Anyway, I can't deny that Ogre asked me to meet with her, but I never went. So, well, if you'll excuse me. Before waiting for a reply, Hiro quickly slipped back into his room. Hero has said that was just trash, but there's no way that's all there was to it. Alright, so the...
Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I said I was about to say I misread it as Hero claimed he was just trash instead of that was just trash.
I mean... So here's my thoughts on this. Hina didn't say how many candies she gave Sakura. Kind of implied it was just one, but I think it was at least 3. And Sakura wrote the note on the wrappers, and that's why he's being crazy. Which means that wrapper in the room with Sakura has a name on it. Probably.
Interesting.
Okay, so I've heard from Toko and Hiro, so, what next? Definitely have to look at the actual crime scene again. On top of that, maybe I should find out more about the protein can we found on the floor of the rec room. I'm sure it must have come from the chem lab. So where should I start? Well, normally about now is when a character would be like, hey, come with me. I found a thing. It's like, huh? Cool, it means I don't gotta do it. But nope, we're not getting that this round. Let's go to the chem room, though. I feel like I want to go there first before we go check out Sakura again. Chem lab. There you are.
Woohoo.
What?
Makoto, did you have your eye on the chem lab too?
Actually, I was looking for the bathroom.
Just make sure you don't get in my way.
Yep, I got it.
I think what you meant to say was, yes sir, I understand.
Ah, yes, my apologies. What I meant to say was, yes sir, fuckface, sir. Bitch. What's this?
Oh, it clicked the cupboard instead?
Apparently. This isn't my first time seeing the shelf, but I just can't get over how big it is. Should probably take a closer look at it. Oh, there we go.
Oh, as the whole area, that makes sense.
It looks like 3 shelves have been connected together to make one giant shelf. Somehow that's noteworthy. But more important right now, what's that powder that's been filled in front of the shelf? I have to be careful not to step in it. Could it be... poison? Looks like poison. There's a broken bottle in front of the shelf. Is this where all the powder came from? Looks like the bottle had a label on it. Chem C4.
Would you like to hear something interesting?
I guess.
I was on the 4th floor this morning, checking things out, and at that point, this room wasn't like this.
Because you hadn't gone in yet and made it this way. Then, this powder must have been spilled.
So, in other words...
That's right. It could only have been around the time of the incident.
If that really is what is... If that really is when it happened, it must be related to the case somehow. Source of the powder. Okay. These are footprints, and they're only in front of the left shelf.
How do these footprints relate to the scene as a whole? We may need to sketch out the floor plan.
By we, do you mean me?
How kind of you to offer.
Great. With an insufferable smirk, he handed me a piece of paper and a pen.
What?
Well, let's go. Chop chop.
Listen, man, I'm not the ultimate architect. I don't make floor plans. So I got to work, and before long I drawn up a sketch of the room. And it was as amateur as you would expect. So, how's this?
Not bad. For you, I mean.
For me?
I see.
So, when you look at it like this, interesting. It would appear that whoever left these footprints only had business at the leftmost shelf. They came in, went straight to that shelf, did whatever they had to do, and then left. That's what the footprints tell me.
I see.
These footprints must be...
It's certainly possible.
Makoto, are they yours?
I'm sorry, what? No.
What?
Okay. Then let me see your shoes, and I'll confirm their size for myself.
Okay. I couldn't even think of a reason not to, so I just quietly did what he told me.
I see. Your feet do appear to be too big.
What about yours?
Unfortunately, I must admit, these are not your footprints.
Unfortunately.
But with how clear these prints are, it should be quite easy to determine who they do belong to.
Then these prints are a really valuable clue. You don't fucking say!
It didn't make it a bullet.
Let's see, what's on this shelf? There are all kinds of dietary supplements and different medicines. The protein drink we found in the rec room probably came from this shelf. All the containers of this shelf are labeled with the letter A and a number. So I guess I consider this part of the shelving unit Section A. But wait! There's one bottle here that's labeled Kim C9. Could someone have put it here on accident? Well, that's suspicious. So on this shelf is... well, looks like a bunch of chemicals that I have no idea what they are.
They're reagents. Put simply, they're used in experiments to bring about a chemical reaction. How have you lived in such ignorance for so long? It must truly be bliss.
It used to be. Then it came here. I met you. Isn't that kind of harsh?
What?
What? You think studying science and mathematics has no practical application in the real world?
There are definitely some people that believe that.
That's fine.
Ugh. The words of a lifelong loser, which I suppose suits you well.
I didn't even say that. Anyway, that doesn't matter. Right now, I need to focus on the shelf. All the containers of this shelf are labeled with the letter B and a number. So I guess I consider this part of the shelving unit Section B. It's not like it's labeled or anything. Well, I don't see anything out of the ordinary here, in which case I don't think I have to worry too much about this shelf. But what about this one? Could this be shelving unit C? I wonder. On this shelf is, well, one look and I can tell it's nothing but dangerous chemicals. These look like poisons and powerful chemicals. All the containers on this shelf are labeled with the letter C and a number. So I guess I consider this part of the shelving unit Section C. Oh my god. He's such an idiot. I should try to find out more about this shelving unit. It looks like it's split into 3 sections. Section A has dietary supplements, Section B has reagents, Section C has lethal chemicals. Sakura must have gotten the protein powder from Section A, but what concerns me is that in Section A, there was also a bottle with a label from Section C. What was the bottle of poison from Section C doing in Section A? There's definitely something going on there. Jesus Christ, Makoto. I wish you would stop being stupid. There's more here?
Really? Oh, the powder itself?
Okay, fair enough. There's a bunch of yellow powder scattered on the floor. I'd better not leave a footprint. I should probably take a good hard look at that powder. A bunch of yellow powder scattered on the floor in front of the shelf. There's also the remains of a broken bottle. It looks like the bottle is labeled Kim C4. Also, it looks like someone left some footprints in the powder. Based on the positioning of the prints, whoever it was only went to the left side of the shelf. According to Byakuya, the powder would have had to have been spilled right around the time of the incident. That's all I can tell for now.
So now we get the footprints instead of when we talked about to Byakuya about them, huh?
Yeah, that was really weird. Maybe you have to look at both things and then you get the footprints.
Oh.
I've already taken a good look at the chem lab. Maybe I should take another look around the rec room. Yes, please. I'm tired of the shelves in the ABC. Goddamn Makoto, please.
But Zantok, you haven't even gotten to shelving Unit D yet.
What's the D stand for?
Dank memes. I think you were expecting something else, but that was the thing I had to go for.
No, I just forgotten what button I need to use to teleport. I'm pressing mouse click, space
Will it not
bar.
let you?
Maybe it's not letting me.
It says sometimes. I know that's the thing. Sometimes it says sometimes you can't always do that.
Maybe it was
Byakuya's
because
gonna try
I
to
was
tell you something, isn't he? That's what it is.
either that or I won't have to zoom out of that first. But let's see what Byakuya has to say.
I see.
Makoto, I admit, you have a good eye for spotting useful clues.
Yeah, sure.
But you also need to learn how to make use of those clues.
That's true.
Is that it?
That's it.
Oh, you were... okay.
Okay, yeah. See, now I can
Oh.
port. It's
It was
because
because of the cupboard.
yeah. I was like, I thought it was mouse click. What the hell?
Hey,
So, Makoto, how's your investigation going?
Well, Hiro is sus. I told Kyoko what Toko and Hiro had told me.
I see.
I see. So along with Byakuya, they're both claiming they didn't go to see her. But it's all too convenient. Someone must be lying.
Hiro is lying. Someone's lying.
Anyway,
Well, I've made some progress of my own. Sakura's body, the shelf of magazines, and the Monokuma bottles. These three things have revealed new clues. You'd do well to look them over one more time.
Okay.
Can you do something for me? Oh, I'll wait.
According to Kyoko, there's still something to be discovered from Sakura's body.
just a second.
Just staring off into space isn't going to help you figure anything out. He just started looking at it.
Well, yeah, I know, but
Hey,
Don't you think you might need to actually examine the body?
I don't want to touch a dead body.
whew.
There's no getting around it. It's like she's psychic and read what you said.
Unlike me, Kyoko didn't recall the thought of touching a dead body. She was completely unemotional. I mean, heck, she was even examining the insides of Hifumi's pants.
Oh my god.
Hey, man, I don't. It's the kind of thing I've grown perversely used to. Although there are still some times. Can't believe how calm you are. No matter how many times I see a dead body, I just can't get used to it.
It's true.
That's totally normal.
Then, how can you?
So,
I imagine it's because I've had plenty of opportunities to touch dead bodies in the past.
That's fucking weird. What?
Sorry. Never mind.
hey,
More importantly, look here.
Her shoes?
correct.
You see that yellow powder on her instep?
I'm more interested in what the words are on her shoes.
Does it just say Sakura?
That's kind of what I was wondering. It looked like S-A-K, but you can't really tell much beyond that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it really stands out.
I see.
That powder is clue number 1.
Speaking of powder,
Hey,
Next is the wound on her head. Look carefully.
it's true.
Actually, even telling you that, it's incredibly difficult to spot. So let me just explain.
It would seem...
It would appear that she didn't suffer a single blow, but instead received 2 blows to the head.
how can you tell? 2 blows.
Indeed.
Interesting, wouldn't you say? And there's one more interesting thing.
Correct.
Both of her hands were spotless. There's absolutely no trace of blood on either one.
It's true.
So, that's what I learned from examining her body in detail.
Alright. I can't believe she was able to learn all that just by looking at her body. I don't think anyone but Kyoko could have pulled that off. Alright,
Okay,
you said you want me to do
something for me?
What's up?
I want you to click the locker for me now, please.
Okay. The locker's open, and there on the inside, it's a handprint.
Why?
Oh, I'm sorry. This is all going to be the same thing. I just wanted to refill on hatchets.
Oh my god. You little shit! Ah, this is the long one.
Indeed.
Sorry, not sorry.
Bitch.
Every once in a while. Okay. Oh, hi. I gave that to Sakura. She got super upset when she found out Genocide Jack had attacked me, right? So after we left the nurse's office, I gave it to her. I thought it might help her calm down a little.
And I was hoping for new dialogue, but... Alright, at least it's
Kyoko-
truncated. Do what?
Sorry? Oh yeah, true. That one was truncated at least.
Yeah. You're seeing something about Kyoko?
Oh yeah, because she said the other places you needed to check.
Yeah, I don't remember. There are shards of glass scattered all over the chair. Glass is a rib, blah 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 blah. Used to be a bottle. Was a figure. I think Kyoko said she found a new clue involving the Monokuma bottles.
Oh, perfect.
Something new. Something new. Huh.
Hey,
So, did you figure it out?
Nope!
There's a hidden correlation between all the bottles. Pay careful attention, and you're sure to find it.
Oh, you mean the chess pieces?
Mm-hmm.
I thought that was obvious. A correlation. Hey, Kyoko, can you just tell the dumbass here what it is?
so...
I don't mind guiding you towards clues, but giving you my conclusion isn't a good idea. Each person needs to come to their own conclusions, so that everyone can have confidence in the outcome.
You know, at some point, I would like to just look at all the games I've ever played and figure out who is the dumbest protagonist I've ever had to play as. Makoto's in the running.
I was about to... Oh no.
He is in the running. Also in the running, for those listening, is Bartz from Final Fantasy V and Lloyd Irving from Tales of Symphonia, because holy shit. Lloyd is dumb.
Actually, oh my god.
No
So I
brains
have
in that
something
boy.
to tell you after this section. Remind me about the dumb part, okay?
Sure.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not just because you don't trust me, right? That's some silence.
Say that one more time.
No answer?
I do trust you, to a degree. Otherwise, I wouldn't have told you anything to begin with.
Fair enough. Only to a degree? Makoto, no, come on, that's fair. That's very fair.
Hey,
Actually, there's one other thing about the Monokuma bottles that's bothering me.
Yeah, we don't have all the chess pieces.
I'd like to do an experiment to confirm it. You don't mind helping me, right?
An experiment?
anyway,
Can you gather up all the pieces of the broken Monokuma bottle? Try to get the smaller pieces, too.
Are you sure it's okay to miss the crime scene like that?
that doesn't matter.
I've already done a thorough investigation, so it's fine. And that obnoxious Byakuya is not here, so...
So then,
Anyway, I need to get something from the chem lab. Goodbye. While I'm gone, try to gather up all the glass.
Wait, before you go, I need to tell you about the chem lab. She's gone.
She's probably gonna see it when she gets it.
Yeah.
Oh.
With
Yeah.
that, Kyoko left the room. I really don't know what this is about, but, well, what choice do I have? I better just do it. Took the broom and the dustpan and got to work collecting all the broken bottle pieces. And just as I finished up,
Sorry to keep you waiting.
so then,
Is everything ready? Then let's get to work.
so, what kind of experiment are we doing exactly?
in other words,
I got a scale from the chem lab. We're going to use it to compare weights.
Compare the weights of what?
The pieces of glass you collected, and one of the Monokuma bottles that's still intact.
And why do you want to do that?
That's the point of the experiment. It'll make sense when we're done.
Listen.
I'm gonna be as vague as possible. First, let's compare the weight of 2 of the normal Monokuma bottles.
As expected, it's balanced.
In other words,
Which means each Monokuma bottle weighs about the same.
Which makes sense. The Monokuma figures inside are basically the same, and nothing else could really affect the weight.
so then,
Now, here comes the important part. Put all the pieces you picked up on one side of the scale. Now, what might we expect to see?
Well, it should be roughly the same, but either this glass is 2 bottles, so it's going to be more, or it's a different bottle entirely, and it could be less or more in that case. Well, a normal assumption would be either they'll balance out, or the pieces I collected will be a little bit lighter. I did my best to get them all, but there's a chance I'm going to miss some here and there.
so then,
Okay, then let's give it a try.
Oh, shit. Huh? The broken pieces are heavier? How is that possible?
I knew it.
Poison bottle.
Just as I thought.
What?
In other words,
The results of our experiment and the correlation between each of the bottles, put it all
Hey.
together, and I believe you will arrive at one very persuasive conclusion.
My conclusion is...
So, what do you think? It's all on you. I mean, you're not playing as me, are you, Xantok?
I am not. But Makoto probably thinks that it's perfectly normal. And there's nothing suspicious here. It's probably just 2 broken Monokuma bottles, and that's all it is. Instead of being a poison bottle, which is bigger. He didn't even say anything.
Oh my
Alright.
God.
Hey, Chuck, I wish you... Could you tell me what the third thing was? Because I forgot.
in other words,
The results of our
Oh,
experiment.
Jesus.
Hey.
Oh. That's it. Oh, it's a recheck. Okay, if she doesn't tell... I thought
Oh.
she'd tell you.
And the bottles all have something in common. There's apparently an important secret hidden there. Do I
Oh,
need
she
to...
won't tell you. How
I
dare
guess
she?
I guess I need to look at the bottles again.
No, you don't.
I was hoping... oh, okay. I was hoping she was saying that
Sorry.
the third thing was that I needed to re-look at. Because
I thought she was
going
gonna do that too. I thought
Yeah.
it was gonna be like the recap, kind of like how Sakura would be the recap person for the entire Celeste case.
Right.
I'll tell you right now, the third thing she said was the magazine rack,
The blood or the magazine rack?
the actual rack.
Huh. Alright.
Check out this rack, Xantok.
Well... No.
Okay.
Kyoko said the magazine shelf was hiding a clue of some kind. Huh. Clue. Wait, this magazine is upside down. Did someone put it back that way on accident?
hey,
If something catches your eye, it's important for you to explore that in detail, don't you think?
That's literally my job, so yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you're right. I picked up the inverted magazine and flipped through it. This is... On one of the pages near the center of the magazine, a word had been written in bold, bloody letters. I was just thinking, I wonder if they're going to try and do the name fake out, like I thought Leon was early on.
Ooh.
So is this real? Did Sakura actually write Toko and put it back before she sat in her chair and died? Or is this a fake out?
That might explain the blood in front of it too.
Yes. And it said Toko. Or it could say Taco. That could be an A.
Taka's dead.
No, Taco.
Well, it looks like okay.
T-A-K-O. Taco.
Not T-A-K-A by chance?
No, Taco's dead. We just went over this.
That's what I just...
That's why it's saying it says taco. You know, you eat tacos. They just don't know how to spell.
Okay.
Could this be?
Oh my god.
Now you get it? A
Yes.
dying message? What? Nah, I think it's fake out this time around for real.
Correct.
Then it would appear you found it.
Kyoko, is this...
So,
It is indeed a dying message. Someone used their finger to write it.
a dying message?
however,
But just to be clear, I'm not the one who put it back upside down. It was already like that when I found it a little while ago. I made sure to put it back exactly as I found it, for the benefit of others who might come looking. Hey, is that... That says... Toko, right?
Hida, how did you not know this? Yeah, it looks like it.
What the heck?
Then... She's the killer, right?
Ah, yes, I forgot. You are prone to jumping to conclusions, and that's why Kyoko didn't tell you. Well, I mean, it might be Toko, but it hasn't been confirmed yet.
I won't forgive you.
Oh, she's the killer for sure. That's conclusive evidence, right? We can use it to corner the killer.
No, unfortunately, no. I can see why you would think that, but it just seems too easy. If anything, it makes me that much more suspicious. Yeah, you set up the first chapter, you have a dying message, and have that one be for real. And later on, somebody's just like, hey, remember when Leon's name was written? What if I faked it with Toko's name? I mean, come on. Oh, wow, that was a short investigation.
Oh my god, it actually was.
Wasn't even an hour. Wow. Even Monokuno's surprised. I guess he must have just been like, let's fuck with them this time. Let's cut them off early.
Did you put in
You
your
caught
cheat
me
code?
sleeping. Your investigation was just so boring I couldn't stay awake.
I wasn't expecting that to be verbalized. What were you saying?
Nothing.
Oh, okay.
It didn't
Should
matter.
I do it? Is it okay? Can I? Can I?
Do what?
Okay, then let's begin the class trial. You know where to meet, right? Please go through the red door on the first floor of the school.
You know, I wonder. Now, obviously, game mechanics-wise, they don't throw this up until you've gone through all the clues and you've investigated everything that's possible to investigate. But I wonder, in universe, does Monokuma take that into account? Is he intentionally letting them investigate all the correct clues before starting the class trial? Because he wants to see this go through to the end so he can have the most entertainment he can? Or is it just like a legitimate amount of time and somehow the characters always get it in time? I feel like it could be either way. But I mean, if I'm the mastermind of the scenario, I want things to go as long as they possibly can. I don't want people to fail round one, because then it's like, well, that was boring. They already died. Shit. I want them to succeed as much as they can, so the experiment goes on longer, and I can be as entertained as possible. But Monokuma is also a force of chaos, so, I mean, you really can't tell.
That's a good point.
See you soon.
It's already time? But the mystery of the locked room is still only half solved. At this point, whatever happens will have to happen at the class trial. No. Not whatever happens. I have to make something happen.
Okay, can we just say that's a little weird because he was in his head and then suddenly says that whatever happens line. Do you think like Kyoko and here like, did your inner monologue just leak out, Makoto?
I think they're used to it.
Like I said, I'm psychic.
No! You're not alive again! Monokuma made his announcement, and everyone began to meet up, one after another. Man, this is an empty room. And then... the ultimate martial artist! A locked room murder mystery!
what?
What the?
Oh, I just recently discovered the power of emoticons. Like, no matter how awful something is, if you toss it a smiley face, it turns positive.
Yes, indeed.
For example, you're at a picnic and you find a dead body. This is just plain creepy. How do we know though he's making emoticons when he's just talking? This doesn't make any sense.
Interesting.
Well?
And how about the reverse?
Phew.
No matter how great something is, if you put in a sad face, it makes it look super negative.
Yes, indeed.
For example, do you have 100 friends?
What?
He's right. That does make it sound sad.
I can't wait! I can't wait!
Now then, please get on the elevator. I'll see you all down there.
You did the dancing one. Dancing Kirby. What the hell was that?
Something that somebody that's an accomplished literary author probably hates. I don't get it.
Just the worst.
I don't get you guys.
That's fair.
How can you act so casual after murdering someone?
Don't look at me!
I don't think I'm acting casual.
Don't be mean!
I mean, I didn't murder anyone.
What the heck?
Yeah, I'm completely innocent. How dare you call me a murderer?
What the heck?
Whatever! Either way, the truth will all be revealed soon enough. Because there can be no doubt, one of us is the culprit.
The killer. The one that murdered Sakura. She was stronger than anyone I know. And yet, someone killed her. And that person is here? That person is one of us? Yeah, it is. Let's talk to everybody before we go to... Oh no, I think we saved that for next time, right? Or do we talk
Whatever
to
you
them now?
want to do.
I forget what I've been doing.
Huh. I think you do save it for the next
I
one.
think I do. So, with that, everybody, we are going to go ahead and cut things off here. And next time, it's time for the last trial. I am not entirely sure who it's going to be, but I'm sure we'll figure it out. See you all then. Bye, everyone.
Bye-bye now.